On a sunny morning, a kind man heads to the nearby park to feed the street cats. He does this often because he cares about these cats who don't have homes. In his bag, he carries cat food and special creamy treats that the cats really like. As he walks through the park, several cats run to him, making happy sounds. They know this man brings good food. The man smiles as he opens his bag and takes out the creamy treats. He puts them on the ground, and the cats gather around, eating happily. He watches them with care, noticing which ones look skinny or sick. He makes mental notes about which cats might need extra help next time. These moments with the park cats make him happy because he feels good helping them. After feeding all the cats and spending some time with them, the man gets ready to leave the park. He puts away his leftover supplies and starts walking toward the exit. Then he spots something under a park bench. He stops and looks closer. There, rolled up in a little ball, is a sleeping kitten. The man kneels down to see the small furry baby better. The kitten is very young, with eyes barely open, sleeping peacefully even though it's in the open where it could be in danger. The man wonders if the kitten is lost or left alone. He slowly reaches out his hand, not wanting to scare the little one. Before he can touch the soft fur, he sees something moving from the side of his eye. A cat is running toward him with clear purpose. This cat reaches the kitten, carefully picks it up by the neck skin, and quickly moves away. The man realizes this must be the mother cat coming to protect her baby. Interested and worried about the cat family, the man decides to follow them from a distance. He wants to make sure they're okay and see if they need help. The mother cat carries her kitten to a safer place and puts it down gently. The man reaches into his bag and takes out another creamy treat. He places it on the ground between himself and the mother cat as a friendly offering. The mother cat looks at him carefully but can't resist the yummy treat. She comes closer slowly, watching her kitten and the man while she quickly eats the food. The man notices that this cat looks healthier than most street cats. Her fur is pretty clean, and she doesn't look as skinny as other park cats. This park is known for having cats that look surprisingly healthy, which makes him wonder if someone else also feeds them, or if they're good at finding food. After eating the treat, the mother cat goes back to her kitten. The man moves forward slowly, hoping to check if the kitten is healthy. The mother immediately picks up her baby again and goes into some nearby bushes. The man follows carefully, making sure to stay far enough away so the mother doesn't feel scared. As he gets closer to the bushes, he hears soft meowing sounds coming from different spots. He listens carefully and follows the sounds. To his surprise, he finds more kittens hidden in the leaves and branches. They're the same size as the first one he saw, clearly brothers and sisters from the same family. The man realizes the mother cat was moving her kittens to a new hiding spot when he came along and interrupted her. Now the man understands the situation better. This mother cat has been taking care of her kittens in the park, moving them between hiding places to keep them safe from dangers. Even though they live outdoors, she's done a great job keeping herself and her babies healthy. The man decides he wants to help this whole family have a better, safer life than what the park can give them. Moving slowly and talking in a soft, gentle voice, the man carefully picks up all the kittens. They're so small they fit easily in his hands, their tiny bodies warm against his skin. Their eyes are barely open, and they make small squeaking sounds as he lifts them. The man puts them in a safer spot near where the mother went into hiding, knowing she's watching and will come for them when she feels safe. Just as he thought, the mother cat comes out carefully from her hiding place. She walks up to her kittens and begins cleaning them thoroughly, checking each one to make sure they're okay. The man sits nearby, giving her space while letting her get used to him being there. He watches how carefully she cleans each kitten and how she puts herself between them and him for protection. Seeing this loving mother care for her babies touches the man's heart. He knows she needs better food to feed her kittens properly. He reaches into his bag and takes out some special food he brings for nursing or sick cats. This food has extra good stuff that mother cats need to make milk for their kittens. He puts it close enough for her to reach, but not so close that she feels trapped. The mother cat smells the food carefully before starting to eat. She's clearly hungry and eats the good meal quickly while still keeping her body partly covering her kittens. The man notices that under her clean fur, she's actually quite skinny. All her strength has been going to keeping her babies fed rather than keeping herself strong. This makes him even more sure about his decision to help this family. As the mother cat finishes eating, the man thinks about what to do next. Leaving them in the park, even if he comes to feed them every day, would be risky. Bad weather, other animals, or people who might take the kittens away from their mother are all dangers they would face. The kittens are very young, probably only about 2 weeks old based on their size and barely open eyes. They need to stay warm, eat often, and be protected during these early weeks when they're so small and helpless. The man gently gets a soft carrier he keeps in his car for helping animals. He puts a clean, soft towel inside to make it comfortable and warm for the cat family. First, he carefully places all the kittens inside, making sure they're cuddled together for warmth and comfort. Their tiny bodies snuggle close to each other, seeking the familiar warmth of their brothers and sisters. The mother cat watches closely as her babies are moved, but doesn't run away. The man thinks this is a good sign. She's starting to trust him, at least enough not to run away right away. At home, the man prepares a cozy space in a quiet room. He makes a nest using a large box with high sides, lined with soft blankets to keep the kittens from crawling out and to give the mother a feeling of safety. He puts food and water bowls nearby and a small bathroom box with sand for the mother cat. When everything is ready, he brings in the carrier and opens the door, allowing the family to come out when they feel ready. The mother cat comes out of the carrier carefully, looking around the new place while repeatedly checking on her kittens. Finally, she seems happy with how safe the room is and carries each kitten one by one from the carrier to the box nest. The man watches with respect as she carefully moves each baby to their new home. Once all the kittens are settled in their new nest with their mother curled protectively around them, the man brings more fresh food and clean water. He sits quietly in the room, staying far enough away to avoid making them nervous, but close enough to watch the family's actions and health. The mother cat slowly relaxes, even closing her eyes briefly while her kittens drink her milk, showing she's beginning to feel safe in this new place. As evening comes, the man makes plans for the next day. He needs to call the animal doctor to set up a checkup for the whole family. The kittens need to be looked at for any health issues, and the mother needs testing for common cat sicknesses. They'll all need treatment for any bugs or worms they might have gotten from living outdoors. He also thinks about finding good homes for them eventually, though that won't happen for several weeks since the kittens need to stay with their mother until they're old enough to be adopted by new families. Before leaving the room for the night, the man spends time just watching this amazing cat family. The mother's dedication to her kittens despite the hard life outdoors shows incredible strength and love. The kittens, though tiny, have survived their first important weeks thanks to their mother's care. Now, with good food, medical care, and a safe place to live, they have a much better chance of growing up healthy and strong. The man thinks about possible names for this sweet family, but decides to wait until he knows more about what they're like. The mother has already shown herself to be brave and loving. Each kitten, though looking very similar now in their early weeks, will develop their own special traits as they grow. Finding names that match their individual personalities will come later, after he's had more time to watch them and see what makes each one special. As he quietly leaves the room, partly closing the door to give them privacy while making sure he can still hear if there are any problems, the man feels good about what he's done. What started as a regular feeding visit to the park ended with saving a whole cat family. These cats will never again have to worry about finding food or getting wet in the rain or cold in the winter. Instead, they can focus on growing, playing, and eventually finding loving forever homes where they'll be cherished family members. The mother cat watches the man leave, then turns her attention back to her kittens, cleaning each one thoroughly before settling down to feed them again. In this warm, quiet room, far from the dangers of park life, she finally relaxes completely. Her family is safe, fed, and together. Everything a mother cat could want for her babies. Tomorrow will bring new experiences with the animal doctor visit, but for tonight, this rescued family rests peacefully in their new safe home. As he gets ready for bed, the man thinks about the day's events. He hadn't planned on bringing home a cat family when he went to the park this morning, but sometimes the best things in life aren't planned. He feels thankful that he was in the right place at the right time to help these cats. Over the coming weeks, he'll make sure they get everything they need: good food, medical care, love, and eventually, perfect forever homes. For now, though, he's happy knowing they're safe, warm, and together under his roof. The sound of soft purring comes from the room where the cat family sleeps. The mother cat has settled in completely, her kittens drinking milk contentedly at her side. Her eyes close slowly as she falls asleep, no longer needing to stay alert for dangers. Tomorrow will be the first full day of their new life, a life where they're protected, cared for, and loved. The journey from park strays to beloved pets has begun, all because one kind person took the time to look a little closer and open his heart to a family in need. The man falls asleep thinking about all the things he needs to do for his new cat guests. He'll need to get more supplies, kitten food, toys, maybe a better bed. He smiles thinking about how the kittens will grow and play and become friendly. Friendly cats who trust people. He imagines the day when they'll be old enough to find new homes, how carefully he'll choose families who will love them as much as he already does. But that's still weeks away. For now, his job is to keep this little cat family safe and healthy, to help the mother raise her babies in a warm, secure place instead of the dangerous park. In the night, the house feels different with the new additions. There's a sense of purpose, of life being protected and nurtured. The man drifts off to sleep with a peaceful heart, knowing he made a difference today. Sometimes the simple act of helping those who cannot help themselves is the greatest gift we can give to the world. And tomorrow, when he wakes, he'll begin the journey of helping this cat family thrive in their new life away from the park.